2 minutes. Maria. Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Through Football, the podcast where we learn English by talking about the beautiful game.
Hey there, football fans. I'm Jake.
And I'm Maria. Today, we're super excited to talk about the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Maria, before we dive in, let's help our listeners with that phrase you just used, dive in. What does that mean?
Great question. When we say dive in, we don't mean jumping into water. It's an idiom. That means a phrase with a special meaning. Dive in means to start something with enthusiasm and energy.
Exactly. So when Maria says let's dive in, she means let's start talking about this exciting topic. You'll hear this phrase a lot in English conversations.
For example, you could say, let's dive into this pizza, or I'm ready to dive into my new project at work.
Perfect. Now let's actually dive in and talk about the World Cup.
4 minutes. So, Jake, the 2026 World Cup is special. Why?
Well, for the first time ever, the World Cup will be hosted by 3 countries together, the United States, Canada, and Mexico.
Let's pause there for our listeners. The word hosted, can you explain that?
Sure, when a country hosts an event, it means they organize it and welcome people to their country. Think of it like when you host a party at your home. You invite people and prepare everything.
So, these 3 countries are hosting the World Cup. They're organizing it together.
Right, and here's an interesting fact. This will be the biggest World Cup in history.
How big, Jake?
48 teams will compete. That's 16 more teams than the usual 32.
Wow, that's a huge expansion. Expansion means making something bigger or larger.
More teams mean more countries get a chance to participate. It's more inclusive.
Inclusive, that's an important word. It means including everyone, not leaving people out. Can you give us another example?
Sure, our company has an inclusive policy. We hire people from all backgrounds. It means everyone is welcome.
Perfect. So the 2026 World Cup is more inclusive because more countries can join.
Exactly. And let's talk about pronunciation here. Listen carefully. Inclusive. The stress is on the middle syllable, clue.
Let's practice together. Listeners, repeat after us. Inclusive.
Inclusive.
Great. Now, Jake, where exactly will the games be played?
The matches will take place in 16 cities across the 3 countries. The United States will host 60 games, Mexico will host 10, and Canada will host 10.
Let me teach a useful phrase here. Take place. This means happen or occur. We use this for events.
Good one. So instead of saying the party happens on Saturday, you can say the party takes place on Saturday. It sounds more formal and natural.
5 minutes. Okay, listeners, let's learn some essential football vocabulary. Jake and I will teach you words you'll hear during the World Cup.
First word, tournament. The World Cup is a tournament. This means a competition where teams or players compete in a series of games to find a winner.
The pronunciation is important. Tournament. Say it with us. Tournament.
Tournament. You can use this for other sports too. I'm playing in a tennis tournament this weekend.
Next word, qualify. To qualify means to earn your place in a competition. Teams must qualify for the World Cup by winning games in their region.
For example, Argentina qualified for the World Cup by winning many games in South America.
Here's a fun one, underdog. An underdog is a team or person that people don't expect to win.
Right. If a small country beats a powerful team, we say the underdog won. People love underdog stories.
Like when Iceland qualified for the World Cup in 2018, they were underdogs because Iceland is a small country.
Great example. Now, another important word, knockout stage.
In a tournament, there are usually 2 parts. First, the group stage, where teams play in groups. Then comes the knockout stage. If you lose, you're knocked out. You're eliminated, you go home.
Think of knocked out like being knocked down in boxing. You're out of the competition.
Exactly. The knockout stage is exciting because every game is crucial. One loss and you're finished.
Let me give you a useful phrase. It all comes down to. This means the most important thing is.
Oh, I love this phrase. Can you give an example?
Sure. In the knockout stage, it all comes down to who performs under pressure. This means the most important factor is performing under pressure.
Or it all comes down to teamwork, meaning teamwork is the most important thing.
Perfect. Listeners, you can use this in daily life too. It all comes down to hard work, or it all comes down to practice.
4 minutes. Maria, Jake, one interesting thing about the 2026 World Cup is language. 3 host countries means 3 main languages.
That's right. In the United States and Canada, most people speak English. In Mexico, people speak Spanish, and in Canada, many people also speak French.
This is a great opportunity to learn something about English. We have many words borrowed from other languages, especially in football.
Good point. For example, the word goalkeeper in English, but in Spanish is portero, and in some places, people say goalie as a shorter, informal version.
And here's a tip for learners. British English and American English use different words for football.
Yes, in British English, they say football. In American English, many people call it soccer.
Why is that, Jake?
Well, in America, football refers to American football, a completely different sport. So they use soccer for the game we're talking about.
But don't worry, listeners. When you say World Cup, everyone knows exactly what you mean, whether you call it football or soccer.
Now, let's talk about some expressions you'll hear during World Cup time.
Expression number 1, on the edge of your seat. This means very excited and nervous, waiting to see what happens next.
For example, that game was so exciting, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Can you picture it? You're sitting forward, almost falling off your chair because you're so focused.
Expression number 2, the stakes are high. This means there's a lot to win or lose. It's very important.
The stakes are high in the World Cup final, meaning this game is extremely important and the result matters a lot.
You can use this in other situations. The stakes are high in this interview, meaning this interview is very important for your future.
Love it. One more. Give it your all. This means to try as hard as you possibly can, to put in 100% effort.
The team gave it their all, but they lost 2-1. They tried their absolute best.
So, Maria, what are you most excited about for the 2026 World Cup?
Honestly, I'm excited to see new teams compete. With 48 teams instead of 32, countries that rarely qualified now have a better chance.
That's the beauty of expansion, right? More opportunities.
Opportunities. Let's break that down. An opportunity is a chance to do something good or beneficial. The pronunciation is up or to ni ti. The stress is on to.
Opportunity. Say it with us, listeners. Op or to ni ti.
For example, learning English gives me opportunities to travel internationally.
Perfect example. Now, I'm also excited about the atmosphere. Can you imagine games in Mexico City, New York, Toronto, Los Angeles?
Atmosphere means the mood or feeling of a place. The atmosphere at the stadium was electric, meaning it felt exciting and full of energy.
World Cup atmosphere is something special. Fans from all over the world, different languages, different cultures, all celebrating football together.
And that brings us to an important point about language learning. Football is a universal language.
Absolutely. Even if you don't speak the same language as someone, you can connect through football. You can celebrate a goal together, feel disappointed together.
It's a way to connect with people. Connect means to form a relationship or bond with someone.
And that's what we hope to do with this podcast. Help you connect with English speakers through the topic of football.
All right, let's do a quick recap. Jake, what were our keywords and phrases today?
Great idea. We learned dive in, to start something with enthusiasm. Hosted, to organize and welcome an event. Inclusive, including everyone. Take place, to happen or occur. Tournament, a competition with multiple games.
And we also learned qualify, to earn your place in a competition. Underdog, a competitor not expected to win. Knockout stage, the elimination round. It all comes down to, the most important thing is, on the edge of your seat, very excited and nervous.
Plus, the stakes are high. It's very important. Give it your all. Try as hard as possible. Opportunities, chances to do something good. Atmosphere, the mood or feeling of a place. Connect, to form a relationship with someone.
Wow, that's a lot of useful English in just one episode.
Listeners, here's your homework. Try to use 3 of these words or phrases this week in your conversations or writing.
Well, that's all we have time for today. We hope you enjoyed our first episode.
Remember, the best way to learn English is through topics you love. And if you love football, you're in the right place.
In our next episode, we'll talk about the favorite teams to win the 2026 World Cup, and we'll learn more useful English expressions.
Until then, keep practicing, keep watching football, and most importantly,
Keep having fun with English. Goodbye!
or as they say in Mexico, adios.
And in French Canada, au revoir.